write plus a chat. At Discord chat or nearest chat. Or minuses. Where is my chat? Ah, mirror chat. Here. No. Okay, in Discord chat. Plus. Okay. One plus. Only one plus. Uh-huh. K1 KCA. Okay, once again, if you understand this task, write plus to the chat. Task 4. It's really important. Or minuses. Uh, okay. We have a login classification. Okay, we have a longest security subsequence task. In this subsequence, we consider some sequence, and we want to find subsequence in linear order. Subsequence is continuation of slices of the sequence, and who have chips. Okay, so so most important in this task step, we why do I speak for this task? The complexity in this task can be improved. Notice that we take a maximum on some segment. We take a maximum on some segment 1 to e, and so remember, in the previous semester we consider a data structure. I hear some noises. Tim or who? T and dot dot dot. Please. Yeah, okay. Так, так. Okay. Please turn off. Okay. So we take in this task we take a maximum on some segment, and remember, in the previous semester we consider a data structure that has the same operation. What was that? Get on get on some segment. Get something on some segment. Можете, you can speak or write to chat. Ah, notice that we take a maximum on some segment. Remember, in the previous semester, we consider a data structure that has the same operation. What was that? What was this data structure? Ah, heap max. We don't take uh, get on some segment. We don't take max on some segment. Okay, it was Fenwick tree. It was Fenwick tree. Okay. And using Fenway tree, the complexity can be improved by on log n. O n log n solution. In Fenway tree, we have two operations. We have two operations. First operation is associative. Associative commutative and reversible. Operation. And the second operation is update. Update, hi, operation on some segment. Operation on some segment. Okay, the second operation is update. Update in point. In particular, and these operations work for all log n. All log n, all log n. And so we want to build our Fenwick tree based on DP in next solution. We just consider max operation. This will be our get operation, and max operation is associative, commutative, and reversible. So it can be get operation, and update is just update in some point dpi. So, but we have in this solution we have this condition. there is one more condition, and how to take a maximum with this condition. No, how to take a maximum on segment with this condition. We just take a maximum on uh, some segment 1 to a minus 1, but with this condition. Maybe you have ideas. Okay, here's a little trick. Um, we will calculate the pair or the pair in sorted order of A. I mean, then we when we calculate maximum on segment, we will consider only elements that's less than AI. I mean, the order is main part in this solution. The order will be sorted order of A. Okay, let me write pseudocode. Maybe you understand me more better. Uh, okay, but before we start, suppose that suppose um, suppose that all the numbers I check OBS. Okay, all the numbers are different, and without let this be an exercise. Send a solution to the chat when there are the same numbers in this task, and I'll give you 1 point to whoever comes first. Okay. Just okay. So let a1 so on ak a1 I mean ak1 less than ak so on akn. Okay, we find some order. Its operation will be O n log n, and we fill our Venn tree, fill Venn tree, um, or the pair, the pair. This will be the same. It will be the same definition. Okay, and on segment. On segment, no, one, no, null to n with minus infinity. Then we just I second, 1 second. Uh-huh. 1 second. Sorry. Sorry. Okay. And so the order, so the algorithm will be very little, very small. Get 1 ke minus 1 and update k ke with max updating point, update our dp. What we do in the previous solution. Okay, that's all. We just take once again we just take a sorted order of A. We fill our Finwick tree with this with minus infinity and okay, and when we just wait, if we consider our dp it has on each iteration it has only it has calculated dp for only those numbers, those items where ai less than ag, because it's the sorted order of a. Who understand me? It's beautiful solution, but it's a little hard. For maybe it's a little hard. A little bit hard because we have the pair array, k array, and a array. We have 3 arrays. When we calculate our dp, our new dp, which minus infinity, with which stored minus infinity, this this dp will be if it visible, if it calculated, then okay, free, then A3 less than A4 and A1 less than A1. Сейчас уж не так. A1 and A3 less than A4, for example. If we calculate our dp on fourth element. Write classes to the chat if you understand it. If you understood it in where's chat in Miro or Discord. I don't know where's chat is in Miro. I think there is this exists. This exists. Or minuses to the chat. Who didn't understand. I'm waiting for your pluses or minuses in Discord chat. I forgot about translation in Discord. Why do you didn't say to me this? Так. Write pluses or minuses to the Discord chat if you understand or don't understand in общий канал. Ой. Minus. Okay. Okay, once again. Many of minuses. Okay, once again. I hope you understand the solution. You understood the solution or not?
I just have a question.
Okay. We are trying to improve complexity in this task in LIS, in longest integration subsequence. Okay, do you understand the longest integration subsequence task solution with O n squared complexity? Do you understand complexity? Do you understand solution for O n squared complexity in this task? I have a bad microphone. Okay, I have a bad microphone or what? Or not? Okay. Okay. We just trying to take max on some segment. On some segment 1 to I minus 1. We found data structure that allows us to take maximum for some data for some segment. We just trying to improve this, improve improve this. Now it works for O(n). In this solution it works for O log n, because we just replace this operation on get on some segment, and get on some segment infinite tree works for all O log n, and here it works for O(n). Do you understand it? Wood pluses. Okay. So the main thing in this solution located here is located here. We it's too many lines. Located here. We try to we can't take maximum with some condition. We take maximum with this condition when we go through our dp with in sorted order of A array. When we do it, when we do it, we will calculate. We will if we consider this element and this element was calculated, it means A1 and A3 less than A4 in particular, and A2 more than A4. It will be happen if we go iterate through the pair. We try to calculate the pair array in sorted order of A. Okay, who understood it more clear, who understood it clearer, put pluses in chat. It's very important. Or ask questions. No, it requires a little bit time to think, but don't think more abstract. It's think in examples. It's too hard. In abstract, it's easy. Okay, I think we can. If you don't understand, you can watch record. I think we can consider next task, and you will be solve it. Удержание аудитории теряю. Так. So the next task is next task will be the dice solve problem. Dice, solve problem. Very popular problem on interview on Google. Um, uh, Dice solve problem. Блин, я взял обычный. Ага. Dice solve problem. Um, so, так, давайте let me find it and put it to Myra. Блин, okay. Okay, given n dice each with m faces, numbered from 1 to m, find the number of ways to get some x. X is the summation of values in each face when when all the dice are thrown. Блин, что за... Please move it to move it correctly. I can't. Um, so, who wants to solve this task? I will help you and give you 1 point. I think I explained enough task to solve this problem. Who wants? It will be better. It will be better if you turn on your microphone and talk with me. Tim or Keong, you were active, or Jalal can. I wait for. I'm waiting for you. What? Ah, you will try. Okay. So this task can be solved using dynamic programming. And what you will do first? Did you hear me? Okay. I think I I understood what you say. In dynamic programming, watch this translation. Uh, watch translation. In dynamic programming, we must we should answer on these questions to solve the task by dynamic programming approach, which um, we should answer for these questions. Okay. The first question: what we store in the pair? In the pair, we contain results, some results. We store some results. Uh, can you could you write what was stored in the pair? dp, блин, как же лагает. dp, uh, it will be one D array or two D array, and what we will store in it. Maybe you need some break. Окей, пока что let's have a break with 5 minutes long. Okay. Uh, let's get let's get on with it. I think. Dervish. Okay. Uh-huh. So, in the pair array, the pair will be 2D array. It's correct. Um, and it 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 is stored some sum. It stores some sum. Some sum. Okay, once again. Let's have a look at task. Given так, given and dice и choose. Блин. Эм, Давай еще раз ставлю. Let me put it again. And in this task uh, we consider a ways to get some x. We find the number of ways to get some x. And in the array we contain in last cal this number of ways. The answer on the large task. Understood? Okay, and you in this at this moment you should reduce this task and answer to me what we how we what E and G in this smaller task. Yeah. Did you understand? Um, in the last cal of this array, you you found the number of ways to get some x in the large task in the our task. But what you will what will you store in other cals? It must be depends on E and G. These smaller tasks. Once again, could you repeat? Mm-hmm. Okay. Mm, so E E responsible for what? For in this task? Сейчас. I think it will for the sum. Okay, for the sum. E it's sum. Okay, сейчас. Sum of the dices. Блин, у меня sum of the faces. Блин. Faces. And G responsible for what? Дервеши or G responsible for what? Number. Uh, number of dices. Yes, yes. Number. Uh, is the number of dices. Okay, that's correct. And what is the base? What is the obvious answers in this uh, array? You can feel it. No throw, no sum. Okay, no throw, no sum. The um, the I think suppose the null don't exist. Suppose null don't exist in our task. Um, it's not important. Uh, it's waste of the time. What store in suppose what store in the first row?
Zero.
Hmm?
Zero.
The first row. Okay. Um, и нет. Сейчас сам подумаю. Not zero. In the first row, not. Сейчас. We can get our sum. Oh, column in the first column.
Why?
Um, we throw we throw the dice one time, one or more time. We suppose that null times or null sum we didn't consider. We don't consider. null sum or null time null dices? You mean we uh, in this we just in this we will contain zeros n is n and dices. Okay, we contain zero. It's called but let's consider column, not row. Let's consider column in what we store in the column. How many ways to uh, I mean column. I mean one to сейчас. I mean сейчас. Как это написать-то? One to Мгм. Мгм. No, I mean that one to six in in this kind of right. I mean one to six, and so so how to how looks like formula for the PE1. How look like formula? Mhm. One to what? One to why six six in this example. Yes, why yes, in this example 1 to 6 it's equal to um, it's equal to 1 if e e less or equal than m. Yes, else it's null. Okay. Okay, or not okay. uh-huh. First step, what is step? it's most interesting in the P tasks. The P is what it will be equal to. Remember how we look like on task. We suppose that we uh, know, uh, in particular, we suppose that we know all the ways to throw uh, a dice and get us some x's and what will be step? What will be? How do we get the PEG using the PE minus one or the PG EG minus one or the PE minus one G minus one? Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Can you uh-huh. repeat in chat the formula or write it to the mirror desk, to the mirror board? Ага, давай, давай. Oh wow. The P plus the P the P. What is the P? The P. Why do you take a ways and take a ways of how to throw a dice and put it to index? Maybe you want to write some sum. Okay, it's correct. Okay. Uh, you just use you there are the dices and you consider the last dice the last dice and you consider that in this dices you throw x minus 1, x minus 1, and this dice throws 1. Yes, and you sum ways of throw x minus 1 dices to throw uh, and use okay, but on this dices it can be it you can be get you can get x minus 2, x minus 4, x minus 6, and so on. It means you will get two, you must get 2 and 4 and 6, so on this dice. Okay, and so what's look like the main formula? You got the idea, but in some, okay, some, okay, this correct. Okay, I'll write it. Sum of what? Uh, of c equal to what? To e minus 1. But but what will be here?
Abstract.
Um, 1? Why 1? If we can't throw we can't throw here. We can't throw if we have one dices 1. Can't throw one, only one, when you have one m dices. That's not correct. Once again,
T is equal M.
t is equal m, not m. If you consider you consider if it will be equal to m, it must be equal to what? This uh, dices, this sum of these dices equals to what? If it equaled m, sum of these dices equals to x minus m. Do you agree? Блин. X minus m. Okay? Or not okay? Think it. Блин, да чё? M. Okay, and we will start with x m. Do you agree with me? Or do you understand? Did you understand? If we if we consider sum, we sum of the pair the pair E is sum, and we consider x minus 1, x minus 2, and so on. We consider t and consider j minus 1. We take a ways to throw the sums of x minus 1 dices, x minus 2, x minus 1, just x minus 1, x minus 2, and so on. Блин, and so on, x minus m. And this dice will be equal to 1, 2, and so on, m. Then we get a number of to throw to throw uh, e dices. If you have e minus 1 dices and 1 dice, and add 1 dice. Okay or not okay? Плюс. Отлично. Плюс отсобно. Супер. Okay. You understood? Did you understand, Darvish? What happens? I think you. Okay. The what will be what order will be? What will be order? Hmm? What will be order? Order to how to calculate the p. Darvish, are you writing? Hmm. Okay. Hmm. Could you repeat? Order order is how to calculate in what order we calculate the p. EG. How to calculate the p EG. I mean, you in this step you you can you can write some code how to calculate the p. How to pronounce the p. The p or dp. Mhm. Okay, the order will be trivial. It's just 4 4, but without calculate, we just calculate. We have a matrix, and we calculate only these numbers, only these numbers in particular, and the order will be calculate this and this, this and this and this and this, and so on. Okay. It's just a trivial order for E to G to E or E. Um, блин. For E1 to 1 to n dices. For for what? By the way, for what? For G equals to 1 to what? Uh, 1 to x. If you put 1 to x, you visited these values. You will visit these values. X minus what? M. But you get nothing. Uh, you get you got uh, empty array. X minus y. No. I. No, not I. You get 1, 2, and so on. Not x minus I. Скорее I or x. I. Сейчас. I. No. Okay. You can get you can um, okay, you can get another variable, and so you just increment it. For example. Что? О? What? If we use another variable, we just increment it, and we expand our uh, our iteration, and we will here we will end here we will end because the outer cycle is ended. Will and will be end. Is ended. Okay. Complexity will be all of what? O n what? Squared? Not squared. O n x, because your matrix is rectangular. Okay, and multiplicate x. So um, uh, look, I сейчас I explained to you one more task. It's very fast. Uh, the task is Levenshtein distance. There are two texts. There are two texts. S1, S2, and he and the editor needs to make the second text from first text, and required to do it for minimal count of operations. Uh, Finally, we are going to learn how to people used to get caught for cheating. Okay, how to solve this task? Who answers? I'll give 1 point. It's it's very simple because I don't tell you why is it simple. Короче, write write the answer to the chat, and I'll give you 1 point. Could I repeat? Okay. There are two texts, and the editor needs to make the second text from the first text. He has three operations. I forgot to say. Replace a character in the text with another, insert a character into the text, and erase a character from the text. Required to do it for minimal count of operations. Okay? To understand? It's simple task. Блин. Three operations. Replace. I have a lux. Replace. Insert and erase. Okay, I don't. I wouldn't задерживать you. Не так буду задерживать. You can. You're free to go. You're free to go. Write to the chat the answer, and I will give you 1 point. But okay, thank you for seminar. Goodbye. Did you hear me? Uh-huh. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.